Hello, Cancer. I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your April 2020 tarot forecast. I'll be giving you a Celtic Cross reading for all Cancerian individuals out there, sun, rising, and moon, for the month of April 2020 to see what insight, information, and advice we can gain for you. All right, so without further ado, we would like a Celtic Cross reading for all Cancerian individuals out there, sun, rising, and moon, for the month of April 2020. Let us see what we get. And there it is. So for your current outside influences, you got the Eight of Swords reversed. For the challenge card, the Star reversed. For the underlying energy, the Page of Wands reversed. For the past, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. For what you hope to achieve, the Page of Swords reversed. You are wanting your clarity back, it looks like. For the near future, the Wheel of Fortune. Changes are happening. For your attitude or position in the situation, Judgment. For the outside force coming in, the Three of Pentacles reversed. Funny, Gemini got that exact same card in that exact same position and reversed as well. For your hopes or fears, the Knight of Swords. And a final outcome card of the King of Cups reversed. Okay, so let the games begin. Beginning with your current outside influences, you got the Eight of Swords reversed. This represents how you are beginning the month of April. You are wanting to break free of limitations, break free from things that make you feel constrained, trapped, isolated. You are perhaps feeling like you are breaking free. You're perhaps feeling like you're getting more in touch with your true emotions, with your true emotional center, especially with that Judgment card coming up later on. Diving deep within yourself, perhaps doing a bit of spiritual work, like especially shadow work or things of this nature. There's some, I'd say, fairly powerful transformative energy going on overall here in this reading. Yeah, things are changing for you. Things are moving along fairly rapidly right now. So for your challenge card, you did get the Star, and it came up reversed, but let us look at it upright. So the challenge card, the Star, again, we have this idea of the desire for freedom that we were kind of just looking at with that Eight of Swords reversed. Your challenge this month, simply put, is to break free, to be yourself. Now, Taking this a step further, the Star card also very much talks about the hope of a life without trauma, or the hope of a life beyond the darkness of issues that you have faced. And so I think, again, that could be why a lot of you are, it looks like, sort of diving deep into such unconscious realms this month and doing this like inner work, this healing. And you're like fueled on by this hope of what peace you can achieve, how peaceful things can be if you can process this stuff, if you can face the darkness at last. And so that's very powerful indeed. Now, from the looks of it, I can pretty much tell you right now, it's likely not all going to conclude by the end of this month, but it looks like you're diving into this more and more. So for the underlying energy, everything forming a foundation for your current situation this month, you got the Page of Wands reversed. So this could manifest as a lack of inspiration, a lack of enthusiasm, like not being able to kindle the spark of fiery enthusiasm within you in the way that you normally perhaps would be able to. However, in a more positive sense, sometimes this Page of Wands reversed card can simply mean taking life easier, or maybe becoming a little more introverted as you go within and deal with these deep, dark issues. So that is how I see that primarily manifesting. For the past and issues you've had to deal with that then lead into the present, you got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So the difficulty in finding happiness and finding the harvest, the no time for pleasantries, the being overworked, the being overburdened, having too much to do, especially of a work or financial sense, like too many heavy financial burdens, but sometimes, yes, in a more generalized sense, just being overburdened, period, and not having time to stop and smell the roses, as they say. And that, of course, then leads you into your current circumstances where you're really like sort of doing some soul searching again and wanting to face the darkness within you. You know, you're sick of the way things have been and you want them to change, it looks like. For what you hope to achieve, you got the Page of Swords reversed. This is your highest hope, your highest goal, the best you can hope for this month, what you're reaching, the best you can hope for this month. I need to say these things properly. What you're reaching for, what you're focused upon. Page of Swords reversed. So a lot of times this is like wanting to overcome a blockage to a lot of creativity and creative thinking and excitement. And as we were looking at earlier, it looks like you are feeling the difficulty in finding inspiration, the heavy burdens, all of this. You know, you're wanting to turn this around, get past this blockage and get back to your creativity and your mental excitement as well, your mental focus and interest, your feeling of interest, excitement, and ideas, especially with this card being swords, and swords are air, air is the intellect. So that is what we have there. For the near future, representing about the first week or two of the month, you got the Wheel of Fortune, fate, and destiny. Things are changing. The wheel of life is turning. If you have been waiting for something to change, if you've been waiting to get the good that you deserve, this is that. However, if you have maybe done some bad deeds, then and have been worrying about getting what you deserve in a negative sense, and this could also be that. This card has a lot of connotations with the idea of karma. What goes around comes around indeed. But yes, generally speaking, life cycles, destiny, it's a big moment. It's a big time for you, my Cancerians. You know, things are changing and moving forward in a very powerful way, especially in that first week or two, I would say. And of course, let's see, with Mercury in your ninth house for that first week or two, your ninth house of belief systems and ideals and spirituality. Indeed, as Mercury makes that spiritual journey through your ninth house, which is Pisces, um, you can expect a lot of changes, like with your belief systems, your spirituality, your ideals, I guess in a more maybe like less glamorous perspective. Sometimes that can be things also like government and legal proceedings. But in this case, I would say chances are such things would turn out well for you from this overall selection of cards. Um, but anyway, so for your attitude or position in the situation about halfway through the month, you got the Judgment card. And so indeed, you are feeling like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You are indeed bringing the light of awareness, the sun, to the darkness of the unconscious, Pluto, the sun and Pluto ruling this card being very much associated with the sun meeting Pluto, the light and life-giving life force energy of the sun meeting the darkness, the dark potent power of Pluto. And like a phoenix, you are rising from the ashes. This is how you are feeling, at least, but it looks like there's good reason for it. It's at least significantly reflecting what is happening, or it should be anyway. And this can also indicate simply, in a more, in a similar sense, just clear judgment, seeing things for what they are, seeing the big picture, feeling like maybe you're experiencing maybe even a once in a lifetime opportunity for some of you. Who knows? For the outside force coming in, you got the Three of Pentacles reversed. So someone, maybe multiple people, are not wanting to cooperate with you this month. So you're going through these powerful changes, but there's someone who is not wanting to cooperate with you, or again, perhaps even multiple people. Someone who's not wanting to give you the support you need or help you build what you're wanting to build, that sort of thing. It may be that they aren't happy to see you go through powerful, positive changes, because it may mean that things get turned around for them. Well, that's where things get rather dicey, isn't it? It's like, are you going to sacrifice yourself and hold yourself back just to make them happy? Or what are you going to do? I would suggest, of course, as always, searching for a win-win situation. Don't let it be a zero-sum game where either you win and they lose, or you lose and they win. Find another option so that you can win and they can win, if possible. For your hopes or fears, you got the Knight of Swords. So, hoping that you can have the breakthrough, the intellectual breakthrough, the mental breakthrough, the perhaps even scientific or technical breakthrough, the powerful discovery, this sort of thing. Now, of course, with knights talking about extremes, the Knight of Swords here is saying, well, either there's an extreme in the area of the intellect and seeing things clearly, or there's an extreme in the area, in the opposite of that, in not perceiving reality accurately. But again, this is just your hopes, your fears. So I think for most of you, though, it's going to be wanting to have that powerful, clear breakthrough. So that is what we have there. In fact, there's also that Page of Swords reversed. There might be an air sign in your life, probably an adult male air sign, but maybe just an air sign, whether male, female, young, old, whatever. That would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, who is like on your mind this month that you are perhaps a bit concerned about. But regardless, to continue now, with the final outcome card, you got the King of Cups reversed. So the emotional centeredness, the emotional harmony, the emotional understanding is still not complete by the end of the month. So, whatever this inner work it is you've been doing, or however that's manifesting in your life, and you're trying to get more emotionally centered, or you're emotionally process things, or whatever it happens to be, it is incomplete by the end of the month, which isn't a bad thing per se. It just means it's not done with yet. It's not over with yet. Now, if this does manifest perhaps more negatively, which we always should consider the possibility, we're looking at the idea of emotional coldness, indifference, callousness, um, perhaps manipulation, deception, emotional blackmail, that sort of thing. This could be someone who is trying to do to you, or you may feel tempted to do that to someone else. Obviously, my advice is become aware of that pattern in yourself if you feel like it's yourself, and choose to take the high road and not resort to manipulation or anything like that to get your needs met, but find a way to get them met directly. Or if it's someone else, then be on the lookout for that person. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them emotionally blackmail you. Be aware of what's going on, and then use your creativity to find a way to change it. But yes, I think in this context, a lot of you, it's like if you're doing a lot of work on yourself this month, processing, healing, and all of that. And I think a lot of us probably are with this whole quarantine situation going on. Just know that like there's definitely a lot of stuff happening. That Wheel of Fortune, that Judgment card, and perhaps some of these other cards, the Star showing up as well. That's powerful. But it's like you're just not done with it by the end of the month. That King of Cups reversed, but you're getting there. Powerful, significant changes are happening. So, all right, Cancer, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe if you're not already, as I'm always streaming more astrology and tarot related content to this channel. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me, I now do live tarot readings every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So convert the time to your local time zone if you are not in Eastern time. I do them on this channel. So just come to this channel on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I do it on a pay what you want basis, which means you can donate as little as $1, and I'll give you a tarot reading on any subject of your choice, so long as it is ethical. And if you're really wanting to be generous and donate $20 or more, I'll also give you an astrological consultation if you so desire, along with your tarot reading. So again, that's Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern time on this channel. So YouTube might not notify you, so just go to my actual channel page to find the stream if you're not being notified of it. And generally that should be from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My time, but if there's enough of a demand, we may go longer than that at times. So, all right, thank you so much, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a magnificent month of April. And thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I really appreciate it. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a great night.